Aw man, that flight felt like it would last forever. I thought I should let you know, I just arrived in Denver.
You must be exhausted after that long trip. Well, glad you arrived there safely. Plus, not to mention they had to make a stop on the way. Who would have thought they had to make a stop because of some engine issues? You really had it rough.
Tell me about it. I feel like I just got a few gray hairs while on that thing. And of course, the other people didn't help either. Some old fart decided to be a total Terry and be a total jerk to the crew. Not to mention that one mom who has to go on a trip with a baby who just won't stop crying. It just isn't a long distance travel without those on board. Well, now that I'm finally here, I can finally have some quality time with my cutie, Daisy Boo.
Pardon me? Daisy Boo?
Oh, sorry. Did you not like it? It's a nickname I came up with. That flight was really long after all. With all that free time, I decided to come up with a nickname for my lovely Daisy Boo.
Oh, okay, I see. I'm really glad you came up with such a cute name.
No, I'm the one that's glad you really like it. By the way, don't let anyone else call you by that name. Don't let some other dudes call you that, because I'm the only man who can call Daisy my lovely Daisy Boo.
Yes, of course, I'll keep that in mind.
Oh, I'm so glad I can finally sit down and chat with you. While I was stuck on that darn plane, all I could think about was you. Want to hear what I was thinking? Of course you do. I really wish you could have come with me on this trip. It would have been really great, just the two of us on this trip. Which got me thinking, we should plan a getaway trip sometime.
Oh my, that's so sudden. But I'm really happy you thought of something like that just for your lovely Daisy Boo.
You just wait, Daisy Boo. Oh, and that's not everything I thought of. I finally think it's about time I divorced my wife in order to marry you. That way, we can finally be a proper married couple. We can be lovey-dovey all day, every day, without minding anyone or anything.
Hold on. You're going to divorce your wife?
Why wouldn't I? I'm sure I told you already. She turned into an old hag at this point. Having her around is an awful sight now. I can't bear it. All those wrinkles. You have no idea how I felt when I was assigned to this business trip. It was like a blessing. I can finally get away from that old hag. I feel like just looking at her makes my eyes sore. Literally.
Don't you think you're being a bit harsh on your wife?
No, not at all. If anything, I'm the one who's suffering here, having to deal with her every day. I mean, to be fair, she wasn't an awful sight from the start, but still, I didn't think that she would wrinkle so much over time. I'm telling you, she had me completely fooled, totally tricked me into marrying an old hag. On the other hand, I'm glad you're not like that, my Daisy Boo. You haven't changed at all since I first met you. Still young looking and beautiful. A sight for sore eyes indeed.
Oh, stop. That's not true at all.
No, it's completely true. Anyone with eyes can see it. That settles it. I'm gonna do everything I can to marry you. I'm definitely gonna get a divorce from my wife. After that, we'll get our marriage papers done right in time for our 3rd-year anniversary. Well, I have to go for work now. I'll text you later. I'm sure you must be feeling lonely without me around at work, but keep it up.
Hello, Jessica. Do you have a moment? I have something to tell you. Did I catch you at a bad time?
Hello, Lily. Sorry, you actually did. I'm in the middle of something right now. I'll get back to you when I have some time later. Would that be okay?
Oh, sorry to bother you. Are you overwhelmed with work?
Oh no, it's nothing to do with my work. I just have so many things on my mind right now.
Something on your mind, you say? Let me take a wild guess. Is it something to do with Ben having an affair?
You completely caught me off guard. How do you know about that?
Oh, my guess was right on point, which means it's safe to assume you received some weird texts from Ben by now, right? What was the name of that girl? I think it was Daisy, or among those lines. He probably mistook you for her, right?
You even know the name of the girl he's having an affair with? And you even got the part about rare texts? Please tell me what is going on. Just how much do you know about all this? It's clear you know more than I do.
Let's see. Where do I begin? First of all, I decided to tamper with Ben's phone.
You tampered with it? Could you elaborate?
So we both know Ben's on a business trip starting today, right? He came to my place yesterday. He said he had to take something with him, so he came for a quick visit.
Oh, that's right. I think he did say he had to stop by at your place.
And I'm sure he told you he still has most of his things around my place. That's beside the point, though. So he came to my place, and I just let him grab whatever it is he needs. But during that time, his phone would not stop ringing. It was annoying, even, which then got me really curious. So I peeked at the screen, and wouldn't you know it, the screen was showing a woman's name, Daisy.
That name keeps popping up.
I know it's not exactly a nice thing to do, but I had to look at his phone. I could not believe what I saw. There was not a single doubt he was having an affair. This Daisy girl, she's definitely been fooling around with Ben.
I see. So that's what's happened.
After that, I couldn't really control myself after seeing all that. Out of anger, I ended up blocking that girl from Ben's contact list.
Well, I understand how you would have felt at that time.
But don't worry, I took photos of their conversation that could come in handy. Truth be told, I was really upset about this whole thing. I couldn't think straight at the time, and it made me do reckless things. Before I knew it, I'd ended up pressing the block button.
Don't worry, I really can see where you're coming from. Their conversation is... how should I put it nicely? It makes you cringe, doesn't it? It was really tough for me to look at them as well.
Yes, I agree with you. So after that, I wasn't so sure if unblocking that girl would be the right course of action. Then an idea hit me. I decided to change things so it would look like you're that girl he's having an affair with. I changed your contact details to match the girl he's having an affair with.
Oh, that's what you mean by you tampered with his phone.
So on his phone, I changed up the contact details to look like your profile is exactly the same as that girl. There's no way he could tell the difference.
I completely understand what happened now. That's why Ben decided to drop this bomb on me. I must say, Lily, you're quite a genius for coming up with something like that on the spur of the moment.
I just did all that out of blind anger. I didn't really plan all of this out. With that said, I do believe I owe you an apology. I'm sorry you're in this mess. I'm also really upset with that boy. So I thought he deserves to have everything exposed to his wife he's supposed to be loyal to.
Please, Lily, you're not the one who should be apologizing. Thanks to you, now I am aware Ben is having an affair with someone else.
But I'm sure you were surprised. You're suddenly receiving texts for someone else. If anything, I should have let you know about all this the moment I found proof of Ben's affair.
I'll admit it caught me off guard, but it's okay. In fact, I'm having fun with the whole situation.
Really? What do you mean?
This whole situation is great, don't you think? Ben is completely unaware of the fact that his wife and his mother know he's having an affair. Plus, he has no idea he's exposing his affair in juicy details to his wife by sending these cringy texts. I'm actually looking forward to seeing what kind of face he'll make once he realizes what has happened. I can't wait to see how this all unfolds.
You definitely have a point there. Oh, and I guess this is a good time for me to send you all the pictures I took from his phone. I'm sure they'll have better use in your hands. There's quite a lot of them, actually. Is it okay if I just email them to you?
Yes, don't worry about it, and please send everything you have.
Daisy Boo, my honey bunch. I'm finally done with work here. I'm on my way back. You wouldn't believe what I got for you. Oh, so much good stuff for you to look forward to.
Really? I just can't wait.
Ah, please, it's nothing. It makes me happy just to hear you say that. In fact, that just put me in a great mood. I think I'll just give you everything, even the one that's supposed to be for my wife.
Is it really okay for me to take them all? Wouldn't your wife be upset that you didn't get her anything after being away for so long?
Not a fat chance. She can't get upset at me. In fact, I don't even know why I bothered to get gifts for that old hag. Maybe I was too exhausted and wasn't thinking straight. During the entire business trip, she didn't even bother to send me a single text to see if I was doing okay. Not one, I tell you. I just can't stay with such a cold-hearted hag anymore.
I'm sure she had her reasons. Maybe she was too busy with work.
There is absolutely no way that is the case. All she does is work and raise kids. How hard can that be? It's nothing special. Every mother in this world does the same thing. It's not an excuse she can use for not sending a single text to her husband. If she really doesn't have time, it just means she's bad at what she's doing.
That's a bit too harsh, don't you think? It would hurt your wife if she heard you talk about her like that.
You're the sweetest thing ever, my Daisy Boo. You don't even have to be considerate for such a lazy old hag. But here you are showing such kindness. You really are a gift from above, just for me.
Oh, stop. You're making me blush.
I just can't wait to see you again. No, I need to see you. Why don't I do this? When I'm back in town, I'll go straight to your place. I'll be waiting for you before you get back from work. I brought the spare key with me on the trip.
Wait, are you sure that's a good idea? You have to go home first. It was a long business trip after all. I'm sure your family misses you.
Don't sweat it. I'll just tell her my business trip was extended by a day or two. Actually, now that I think about it, isn't this the perfect chance just to move into your place? I'll just tell my wife I impressed the client so much during the business trip that they decided to offer me a better job. That would be a perfect cover-up. And then I can just say it wouldn't make sense to travel every day to work and pretend to move. Yeah, it's flawless. I can't believe I came up with that. The best part is, she wouldn't even imagine that I'm actually staying at your place.
You're making it sound like we're finally getting together.
You know we can make it happen. In fact, I'll tell my wife I'll divorce her right now. I just came up with the perfect plan after all. I can finally live with my true love.
Really? Wouldn't it all be a bit too sudden? Your wife will be completely shocked.
I don't care about what that old hag thinks. If it means I can happily live with my Daisy Boo, I'll do anything. That settles it. I'm gonna divorce that old hag so that I can marry you. I'm gonna text her right now.
Enough of all this, you old fart.
Whoa, what? What's this all of a sudden?
I've just had enough of your nonsense. You know, I think I deserve a pat on the back for having to deal with the stuff you said. I'm seriously sick of it all.
What is going on? What happened, my Daisy Boo?
Yuck! Can you sound any dumber, Ben? I think I have a pretty good grasp on why you sound so confused and dumbfounded right now. Didn't you want a divorce? Let's get it done, soon as possible. Actually, I saved you some time and went ahead and got the papers ready. I think it just needs your signatures and we can get the divorce process started.
What in the world is going on here? I'm speaking to Daisy, right?
Why are you acting so cold all of a sudden? My name is Daisy Boo, not Daisy. I want you to call me by that name no matter what happens, Benny Boo.
What in the world is seriously going on here? Who am I talking to? Wait a minute, it's you, Jessica. How the heck do you have Daisy's phone? Rather, how do you even know who Daisy is? Tell me what the heck is going on now.
Okay, let's take it from the top, shall we? You were sending all these texts thinking it was the girl you're having an affair with, but instead, all your messages were being sent to me. You couldn't even bother to check who was actually receiving your texts. All this began while you left for your business trip, by the way.
What did you say? Since I left for my business trip? That means for 4 days, I was texting with the wrong person for 4 days? I was talking with you all this time and not Daisy?
Yet, you are so cold, Ben. I was doing my best to answer your texts every day, but you said I didn't send you a single text. Plus, not a single gift for me since I didn't check up on you. How mean. And you have no idea how difficult it is to raise children while also working. How could you say all that? Do you have the slightest idea how I felt as I replied to you while I was pretending to be Daisy? Clearly you have no idea, you jerk.
You seriously were pretending to be Daisy?
Well, with all the love-filled text from you, I could tell just how much you love her, so much so it made me cringe even. This girl you're in love with is someone from your work, right? Not to mention you have a spare key to her place. Plus, what's this about a 3-year anniversary? You've known her for that long? Rather, you two kept this secret for that long? Oh, I'm sorry, I'm in the way. You must be depressed not being with the person you love so much. What a sad story.
I didn't want you to know about all of this.
Oh, don't mind me. It doesn't concern you that I know all about it, right? Because everything's been exposed, you can finally divorce me, right? Aren't you glad? You said you want to divorce me and marry her instead, right?
Yeah, that was the plan. But I was gonna hide everything from you before I divorced you.
Oh, I get it. You probably preferred that I didn't know anything about your affair before I divorce you. That way the divorce would go smoothly. Is that it? Now that I know all about the situation and your intention, I can assure you that you're going to be paying alimony through the nose. Don't forget about child support either. I am not going to make it easy for you to marry that girl. You're going to go through the proper procedures of divorce before you could even think about marrying her.
Oh, fine, whatever. You want my money? Take it. Alimony, child support, just take it all. I just need to get a proper divorce done, and then that's that.
What the heck? Do you realize what kind of situation you're in? How could you talk like that? You're the one who decided to have an affair. Now that it's all exposed, you're just throwing a tantrum. Please, is that something a reasonable adult would do? You're acting worse than any child would.
Oh, shut up, old hag. I'm the one dumping you here. Stop being so dramatic. Do you not see why you even had an affair in the first place?
Seriously, Ben, you're throwing a hissy fit at this point.
Could you be any more of a pain? Do you not see why I don't love you? In fact, I'm sure my texts that were meant for Daisy should make you realize how much I am in love with her. Whatever, forget all this mess. I'm gonna divorce you at the speed of light, so that I can marry the woman that I really love. In fact, I'm gonna go tell her right now.
Are you serious? Are you okay, Ben? Mood swings like that could give you a whiplash.
Oh, right, I have to tell my parents too. They'll be excited to hear about a new, fresh, young woman around instead of the old one that we've been keeping around.
Are you seriously going to tell your parents about how you had an affair with a smile on your face to boot?
Think about it. My parents would be happier to see me having a younger girl around instead of some old hag that looks even older than them. Alright, don't go anywhere with those divorce papers. I'll sign them as soon as I get there. Just don't forget to pack your bags so that you can leave the moment I sign.
Good morning, Lily. I filled Ben in on what's been happening. We decided to get divorced. I thought I should let you know about it.
Thank you, Jessica. I guess the only way to end all of this is for you two to divorce, huh? But don't you worry about a thing, Jessica. Paul and I are on your side. We'll do everything we can to help you solve this all out.
I really appreciate it, Lily. By the way, Ben is totally tooting his own horn. He seemed to be excited about how he's going to tell you guys about his divorce with me and his affair with that girl.
What? Pardon me?
Here's what he said. My parents would be happier to see me having a younger girl around instead of some old hag that looks even older than them.
I am so sorry, Jessica. Just when I thought he couldn't get any dumber. He doesn't seem to realize what he's done at all, let alone feel any remorse about it. I guess it's a mother's job to teach him a lesson he won't forget.
Hey, what the heck is the big idea? Does privacy mean anything to you? How dare you spill everything to my boss?
What are you talking about?
I was supposed to be on a break as soon as I got back, but instead, I had to report to my boss the moment I returned. He totally knew everything. In fact, the whole place knows about me having an affair.
Oh, I see. Guess that must have been disastrous.
Hello? All of this happened because of you. You just couldn't keep your mouth shut and told my boss about this whole thing. Yeah, you just couldn't wait and had to tell him about the whole thing before I could return. Do you realize what you've done? Now Daisy can't come into work. She was told to stay at home for a while. Plus, she won't even answer my calls. Do you have any idea how painful that is?
Hold on. I didn't do any of that. I'm packing my stuff like you wanted. Getting divorce papers ready isn't exactly a walk in the park either. Just when would I have had the time to call your boss to tell him about everything that's been happening?
What? Then who the heck would go around being the blabbermouth around here? Who the heck would know about all of this and tell my boss about it? Don't play dumb with me.
The person you're looking for is your mom.
What? My mom?
Yes, I think she's totally sick of you. She was completely furious, by the way. I guess she called demanding to talk to the woman responsible for destroying our family.
Hold up. My mom seriously did that?
Yes, she did. In fact, she was the one who found out all about your affair in the first place. She was so mad she tampered with your phone. She told me that wasn't enough to calm her down, though.
Oh, I can't believe this.
The fact that you're so dumb and can't tell who you're texting, plus the fact that you were so happy about getting a divorce, really ticked her off. She just couldn't stand around doing nothing about you being such a disgrace. So she decided to call your boss out of anger. She said you're supposed to be a responsible father and husband, so she's doing you a favor and teaching you a lesson.
Just hold on a minute. She did what to my phone?
She changed my contact to look like the girl you were having an affair with. The name, the picture, and everything.
Oh my god, how did she even do that? I thought it was all you're doing. My mom was responsible for all of this?
That's right. She came up with this whole thing. Isn't she great?
Hold on, isn't this bad? She knew all of this from the start and even managed to tamper with my phone. She's totally against me marrying Daisy, isn't she?
Oh, I wouldn't say she's against it. She's dead set against you two getting married. Both your parents are totally sick of you. They told me you're a total pain in the butt right now.
Oh, I can't believe all of this.
So if you have a complaint, please go ahead and tell it to your parents. What was it again? Oh, right. Does privacy mean anything to you? How dare you spill everything to my boss?
Are you insane? How could you say that to them? They're my parents. I'll make a complete fool out of myself if I said something like that to them.
Then I guess you have no other choice but to keep your mouth shut about it. Oh, and in case you forgot, let me remind you, come home so you can sign the divorce papers. We're all waiting for you here. Try not to make us wait too long.
Wait, what do you mean all? Are my parents waiting with you right now? Oh god, this really can't be happening.
Let's hurry up and get divorced, Benny Boo. Everyone will watch as you sign the divorce papers. By the time Ben came back home, he looked as if his soul had left his body. But despite it all, I got him to sign the divorce papers. He couldn't make a single complaint as he signed all the paperwork. After that, I moved out along with my child. Lily and Paul were nice enough to offer me their place for the time being. They told us we could stay as long as we needed to. I really do appreciate their help, so for the time being, I decided to stay with them until I could find a new place. As for what happened to Ben and his girl, we heard they were both eventually fired. Plus, Ben was broke from the divorce and his child support. I was sure the two would end up together despite all the hardships. After all, they were so in love with each other. To my surprise, they actually broke up. Some lovers they turned out to be. In the end, Ben ended up losing everything, except the house he lives by himself in now. But I'm sure it'll be lonely for him to be in such a big place by himself. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up or share it with your friends. And get notified for more content like this by subscribing to the channel.
Brooke, you're open for this family gathering over the weekend, right? I heard from my son that you were willing to help with a few things. I was wondering if I could ask you to pick up a few things. Hi, Sophia. You heard right. I'm willing to help in any way I can. Did you have something you want me to do then? Just give me the word and I'll see what I can do. I'm pretty open today. That's good to hear. There's going to be family I haven't seen in a while at the event, so I was hoping to leave a good impression. Could you pick up a few pizzas from that one pizza place close to my house? I think everyone will be happy with that. Sounds good. How many did you want me to pick up? With how many people are going to be there, we'll probably at least need 3. I say get at least 4. That should be enough for everyone. Oh, but if you could make one of the pizzas a veggie pizza, that would be great. Reagan is pregnant with her second child. She can't eat too much meat without getting sick. She usually likes to eat healthy, too, so I think she'd be glad to have a veggie pizza to eat. Oh, wow. I didn't even know she was pregnant. I'll pick up the pizzas then. And I'll make sure that the veggie pizza doesn't have anything on it she wouldn't like. It's funny, you know. She's already having her second child, but you don't even have one yet. I would have thought you'd at least keep pace with Reagan with having kids. You're already over 32. It's getting rather late for having kids. Are you having fertility problems or something? I've been trying with Luke, but things haven't been working out yet for us. Are you sure you're trying? If you were, I think you'd at least have one child by now. There must be a problem with your body if you haven't had a kid at your age. I guess it was a mistake to put as much hope in you as I did. I'm sorry things didn't work out for you. Reagan said they already found out the gender of their next kid. It's going to be a boy next. I'm glad to know that I can at least count on her to have kids to pass on the family name. How long ago did they find out about the gender of their kid? She's about 18 weeks along. The doctors got a good look and were able to tell it was a boy. There's nothing better in life than to be blessed with a baby boy and a baby girl. I'm so proud that Reagan has lived up to my expectations. She really knows how to meet my standards. And her kid has already proven herself, too. She won a prize at a music competition. Isn't that amazing? You've got to be impressed by them. I'm glad to hear that, Sophia. You really have a good family, don't you? I'm sure she'll keep impressing you. I'm definitely impressed. Alice is only 8, and she's proving just how much of a smart cookie she is. I wouldn't be surprised if she became a doctor in the future. She's going to grow up to be a genius, I'll tell you that. She sure does sound like a great kid. It'd be nice to meet Alice in person. If she's already this good at the piano, I bet she'll do great in school when she gets older. I know, right? I always knew I had good genes, but I never knew they were that good. I only expect the best from my children. That also includes my grandchildren, too. I bet Reagan's boy is going to be as bright as Alice, if not brighter. Oh, that reminds me. Since Reagan is eventually going to give birth, she asked me for a favor. A favor? What did she ask you then? She's going to have her hands full when she gives birth, so she was hoping I'd find someone to take care of Alice during that time. I was thinking I could put you and Peter in charge of this. You two would do that for me, right? Reagan's husband, Mike, is going to be busy with work during that time, so he won't be much help. And Reagan can't just leave an 8-year-old home alone in the house at that age. Don't worry. Peter and I should be able to take care of that for you. Just tell us what days you want us to take care of her, and we'll do what we can to help. Thanks again. I'm sure Reagan will be happy to hear you'll help her out. I thought you'd be fine with it since you don't have a kid yourself. You must have a lot of free time. You're probably chomping at the bit to experience what it's like raising a kid. Isn't that what you want? We were hoping to have our own child if things would work out. This will be a good chance to see what it's like. Thanks for giving us this opportunity. Just be ready for when the time comes, okay? I've heard from Reagan that she has a lot of stuff like piano and school to take care of. I want you to make sure you support her in the best way you can. Reagan will probably give her to you guys when she's 8 months in with her other child. Be ready for Alice then. Make sure she does well in school while you have her around, Brooke. I'll make sure she's taken care of. You won't have to worry about a thing. Good. I'll keep you updated in case plans change. But be ready for when the time comes. I don't want you jumping ship when we need you the most. I'll see you at the family gathering later today. Brooke, did Reagan ever tell you about Alice? About what she has going on? You must be talking about her condition, right? That's what you're referring to? I heard that she went to the hospital again the other day, too. I hope she's doing okay. Ah, so you know about it then. That makes things easier for me to explain then. It's been half a year since the doctors found out about it. I just wish the surgeries would have fixed Alice's problem. But nothing has really worked so far. The doctors even said she might not make it to become an adult. It's that serious. That's terrible. I never knew that it was that serious. She was so full of life before. I was hoping that the surgery would have gone better. It's truly awful. She had such a bright future for herself, and then this had to happen. She had so much potential only for her to get sick like this. It must have been so sad for Reagan to waste all that money on treatments that didn't even change anything. They call themselves doctors, and yet they can't even save the life of an 8-year-old girl. Don't give up on Alice yet. They should be able to do something if they keep trying to find what's wrong. I'll try to visit Alice when I get the chance to. I want her to know that I'm here for her. That brings me to what I wanted to talk about. I need you to do a favor. I want you to take care of her again. You've done it once, I'm sure you can do it again. Huh? What do you mean? Reagan has been tired out from having her second child. Alice and her condition has only made things worse for her. She's had to go through too much these last few months with Alice and her second child. That's why they were thinking of handing her off to you. They want you to have Alice from now on. Handing her off? What is that supposed to mean? What exactly do they want me to do? It means what I said. They want you to take care of her from now on full-time. Meaning giving her to you and Peter. Give her to us? She can't have really said that to you. We're not talking about a dog or a piece of property. We're talking about a child here. You can't just give Alice to me because Reagan has been stressed out with a few things recently. Are you fine with her doing this? Giving her child to someone else like she's nothing? It's what she wants. She doesn't want a child that is only going to cost her time and money for nothing. With how long Alice has left, I can't blame her for doing this. She deserves to be free of all that stress. But she's her mother! I know it's not always easy to raise a child, but giving up on your own child is going too far. She's only 9 years old. When she eventually passes, I'm sure Reagan will be able to move on in no time. And Alice won't live to be an adult either. Caring about her would be a wasted investment. Even if she doesn't make it to be an adult, that doesn't make this right. She's a child. Her child. She can't treat her like she's nothing more than a lost cause. A child deserves to be cared for by her mother, no matter if she's going to live to 20 or 100. Well, that's why we're giving Alice to you, Brooke. We're certain you'll take good care of her before her passing. If you really think about it, it's a win-win for everyone involved. Reagan will be able to reclaim her old life and return things back to normal. And you'll be able to experience what it's like to raise a child again. Isn't that great for everyone? I'm not going to do this for you, Sophia. You know that this isn't right. I doubt this is what Alice wants either. She wouldn't want to live with us. She'd want to live with her parents, the ones who raised her. She worked so hard when she was with us so she could make her mom happy when she got to see her again. But now you're telling me she deserves to spend the rest of her life living with people who she doesn't know that well? If you care about Alice, you'll make sure she's taken care of. Isn't that what you want? You still don't have a child yet, and now I'm giving you the chance to experience that again. Have you talked about this with Reagan and her husband then? Is this the path she really wants to go down? Of course they are. They said that as long as they have their baby boy, they aren't worried about what happens to Alice. She's already given up on Alice, if I'm being honest. Who wouldn't, though, when she already has a foot in the grave? I can't get back to you until I talk about this with Peter. Until then, I can't give you any promises, but I'll give it some thought. I'm not going to make any promises until Peter and I talk this out with each other. He'd be involved as much as I would. So give us some time and we'll get back to you on our answer. Well, just so you know, if you don't take care of her, Reagan is planning on sending her to a facility. So if you aren't going to take care of her, you probably won't be able to see her again. Don't keep us waiting with your answer. Reagan doesn't want to deal with Alice much longer. She's only been a problem for Reagan ever since she's gotten sick. Reagan has about had it with watching over her.
I'm sorry, Brooke. I didn't want to cause you trouble with this.
Alice, are you contacting me because you know what's going on? Did someone tell you about this?
Yes. Mom has been saying all sorts of things since I've been sick. It hurts to hear her talk about me.
I'm so sorry you're going through this, Alice. It must be really tough to be in your shoes right now.
It's okay. All I am is just a bother. Mom and Dad have always been so happy with my brother. They look so happy when they're around him. But all I do is get in their way and make them angry. I can't do anything right.
That's not true, Alice. Don't say that about yourself. It's not your fault that you got sick. You can't hate yourself for something you didn't do. I know you're trying hard.
You and Peter have been the only ones who have said that to me. When I started not feeling well, you two were the only ones who visited me in the hospital and tried to cheer me up. I was so happy whenever you guys came. You always seemed so glad to see me.
Alice, I need you to do something for me, okay? I want you to tell me how you're feeling about this. You don't have to hide anything from me.
How I'm feeling?
Like what you think about what your mom and dad have said about you, and how you feel inside about it. I want you to let it all out and let me know what's going on. You don't have to lie to me about this.
Okay. I was hoping you guys would take care of me again. Like before I was sick.
And that's what you really want? You want to live with me and Peter again?
Mom and Dad are always saying that they don't need me anymore. They said it doesn't matter what happens to me. I wanted them to care about me, but I don't think they care about me anymore. I want to be with you and Peter. You both always cared about me a lot. I don't want to have Mom and Dad yell at me anymore.
Okay, if that's what you want, I want to help you, Alice. I'll pick you up as soon as I can. Make sure to get your things ready for when I pick you up.
You guys want to take care of me? Are you sure? Aren't I just going to be annoying to have around?
I never thought of you as annoying, Alice. And I know that Peter has never thought that either. You always were the cutest kid and you had a lot of talents. We think you're a great kid, Alice.
I'm not that great. All I do is get in the way of people being happy. After I got sick, I only made everyone mad with how much work they had. And even after going to the doctor, they said that I'm not ever going to be an adult.
No one knows that. Don't let them tell you what is going to happen. The doctors may not know exactly what to do to cure you yet, but that doesn't mean your life is over. It's the job of doctors to work with other doctors to find a cure for their patients. They aren't going to give up on you, Alice. and neither are Peter and I. We're going to make sure that you're taken care of. No matter what happens, we'll both be there for you. So I want you to believe that you'll get better, Alice. We'll all find a way for you to grow up and be happy. But you have to believe in yourself, too.
Okay. Thanks for caring about me. Sorry that I'm causing a lot of trouble again.
Don't apologize. You didn't do anything wrong. I'll be over there in a little while, and I'll talk with your mom about what Peter and I decided. So just wait for us to come, and we'll be there as soon as we can. It's going to be okay, Alice. I know it's going to be. It's been a while, hasn't it, Brooke? How have you been feeling? It must have been at least 10 years since I talked to you last. Or should I say, since you and Peter cut ties with me. I know you still don't like me, but you'd better answer my messages. I have something I need to discuss with you. If you don't bother responding to me, I'm thinking about getting a lawyer involved in this. So it's up to you. You can do this the easy way or the hard way. Sophia? This is you, right? What on earth could you want after all these years? I thought we made it clear to not contact us. And what are you talking about getting a lawyer involved? What did we ever do to you? This is about Alice. I've heard that she's been doing better recently. She even had the strength to get over her disease. How great for her! What do you want then? What does she have to do with you? That's not all I found out about her either, Brooke. I've heard the greatest things about her. Like how she's gotten into Yale and even got interviewed by the news asking new students about their life at school. I was curious why you didn't bother to tell me about how she was doing better. What does it matter to you? I thought she meant nothing to you. We've done everything to make her part of our family. We did the paperwork years ago to make it official. On top of that, we made sure that she never had to see her old parents, or you for that matter, ever again. I don't remember ever feeling a need to tell you about how she's doing. You forget your place, Brooke. You don't get a say in what happens to Alice. It was Reagan who birthed her and raised her for the first several years of her life. We only gave her to you and Peter because of her condition. But now that she's better, you had an obligation to tell us about it, and yet you didn't. I don't remember you saying once that you cared about what happens to Alice after we took her into our family. And I didn't have any intention of talking to the people who abandoned her like nothing. You're acting so high and mighty for someone who couldn't even have a child herself. You had all this time to have your own child, and yet you couldn't even succeed at doing that. I bet you're just trying to hold on to Alice because you're embarrassed you couldn't have a kid yourself. Ha! But she's not yours. She's ours. So hand her over and make things easy for us. At this point, we've taken care of Alice longer than you or Reagan have. Even if that weren't the case, we're the ones who have her interests at heart, unlike you. I'd never give her back to you when you haven't done anything for her in over a decade. She doesn't belong with you. She belongs with the family that raised her from the beginning. And now that her disease is taken care of, I want her back home and going to college surrounded by her real family. Reagan is ready to have her back now. She'd heard about how well she is doing now. This isn't just for us either. This is for Alice, too. She deserves to be living with her actual parents. She doesn't need fake parents who couldn't have a kid until they were handed one. I'll be heading over to pick her up after we're done talking. Be ready when I arrive.
Give me a break. I'm not going along with any of your plans. And don't you dare say that about my mom after everything she's done for me.
Don't say that about my mom.
How are you, Sophia? It's me, your granddaughter.
Oh, Alice! How lovely to hear from you. You remember me, right? It's your grandma. It's so great to finally talk to you again after all this time.
You aren't my grandma. I don't have anyone that I call by that name. All I have are my mom and my dad. Their names are Brooke and Peter. I don't have anyone else in my life that I call family but them. You and Reagan were never my family, and you never will be.
Alice, I know it's been a while, but don't act like I'm the bad guy here, okay? I was so sad the day that I knew I wouldn't be seeing you anymore. You were so young back then. I wasn't the only one either. Both your mom and dad are both dying to see you.
Then it's too bad that I don't plan on ever seeing them again. They were the ones who said I was nothing but a nuisance. Why would they want me?
Your real parents had trouble when you were younger. They couldn't keep raising you. They had too much to deal with that they had to give you to Brooke. Don't blame them for what isn't their fault. They did the best that they could.
Sorry, but I don't want parents whose best is giving up on me. I've been raised just fine by my current parents.
I doubt those two have done anything that Reagan and Mike couldn't have done for you. You should have seen the hospital bills they had to pay. If you saw those, you'd see just how much they cared about you.
I don't care about how much they spent on me. I care about how they treated me. Every minute of my life was planned by them. I could never have any time to myself.
But that was because they knew you were so full of potential. They wanted you to succeed in life.
They never did that for me. They did it so they could brag to others about how great I was. It was never about what I wanted or how I felt about things. It was for themselves. The only ones who have cared about how I was feeling and were there to support me with what I wanted was my real parents.
Don't get upset about this. You know deep down that Reagan and Mike weren't responsible for what happened. If you come home, we'll pay for your schooling and everything. All you have to do is return home. We'll make sure you get to live the life you deserve to live. And your real father could even help you find a great job and get your career started early. He has all sorts of connections, so you'd be able to find a great job right out of the gates.
I don't need any of that. I'm happy with where I'm living now. It's not money that I want. I want parents that care about me. If I were to come home, I'd only become miserable. I know that for a fact.
What about your brother? It's been so long since you've been able to see him, hasn't it? He's been asking about you and telling Reagan that he wants to meet you in person.
I don't have any memory of even meeting my brother. I got sick right when he was born, so I never got the chance to meet him. I wasn't allowed to. Reagan didn't want her sick daughter to make her baby boy sick with disease. It doesn't matter. I don't really want to meet a brother that doesn't have any connection to me besides blood.
Alice, if you want to live up to your potential, then you should come back home. You have a great future awaiting you as long as you take the chance and listen to what I'm telling you. How about you visit all of us just once? I'm sure you can do that for me, right? Everyone is so excited to see you again after your absence for all these years.
Thanks, but no thanks. I'm not ever coming back. Do you know what I want, though? To have parents that said I was worthless ever since they knew I had a condition? What they said and did to me was inhumane, to say the least. I want to be with my real parents. The parents that have always been there for me ever since I was born. I've gotten as far as I have in life because of them. Not you guys. I don't want you to ever call me again, Sophia.
Whoa, Alice. Think about what you're saying. This is your chance to really have it great in life. You're the front runner for carrying over the family name. You'll get the inheritance and everything. Your brother is a real klutz. He isn't going to amount to anything.
Alice doesn't want to talk to you anymore, Sophia. Give it up. I don't want to talk to you either, so I'm going to be leaving now as well.
Brooke, I want you to convince Alice to come home. She'll listen to you, right? So tell her to go back home. To her real home.
All I care about is what Alice wants. If she wants to stay home with us, she stays here.
But what about my daughter? Reagan deserves her girl back. You stole her own daughter.
I don't remember it like that. From what I remember, she threw out Alice.
I don't care how Reagan feels when she's that heartless. She tried, though. She tried so many treatments. And yet she didn't bother calling after all these years. If Alice doesn't want to see you guys, I'm not going to force her. The trauma you guys gave her has haunted her for long enough. I'm not a monster who is going to force her to relive those memories. She's not your girl. You didn't give birth to her. So what? You can't truly call her your daughter when she isn't yours. It's only right she lives with the people who are actually her mother and father. So give me back my granddaughter. I'm sorry for what happened, so let me have her back. I always regretted what happened to her and how we treated her. I can call her my daughter because she is my family. You may be her relative, but you were never her family. No matter what happens, that will always be the case. She will always be my one and only daughter, Alice. Sophia tried to stop me, but I wasn't changing my mind about anything. I blocked her shortly after and never looked back. I saved Reagan's phone number for if there's ever a time Alice wants to say something to her mother. But until she asks, I won't be contacting either of them. Sophia wasn't done yet, though. She tried hiring a lawyer to make Alice move back in with her parents. But she's already past the age of 18 now. She gets to make her own decision. Sophia nor Reagan no longer have a say in how Alice gets to live her life. And with Alice choosing to live with us, they'll likely never get to see her ever again. I was so relieved when Alice was able to recover from her sickness. I was so worried that she wouldn't make it. But now she's all grown up and is off to college. She knows how much Peter and I care for her, and I am hoping that she gets to live knowing that we're always there for her. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, leave a like and subscribe to see more videos like this in the future. Hey, Danny. I just got a message from your mom. She said that when we head over, she'll go ahead and pick us up at the terminal.
Oh, really? That's a big relief. I mean, it's like a 30-something minute trek from the terminal. And even if we call a taxi, we'd be waiting so long it wouldn't even be worth it. So at least we don't have to be bothered with that hassle.
I mean, yeah, that would have been a tough walk. Not something I was exactly looking forward to. Not only that, but it actually snows quite a bit in your old town, right?
Well, yeah, it does get some snow. But since it's already past season, I don't think we'll be seeing any snow while we're there.
Oh, is that so? Well, that's too bad. I was kind of looking forward to seeing what the snow looked like out there.
Liz, I think I really do owe you an apology.
Really? What for?
For having to spend 3 days at my parents' house. I was talking with the guys at work about it, and they said that this was basically like taking you on a vacation to hell.
You were worried about that?
I mean, of course I'd be worried about something like that. Honestly, I was originally hoping that we could stay at a hotel instead. But since my parents are out in the sticks, the closest hotel that I could find is about an hour away.
I mean, it's not like we're going to be the main focus. That role belongs to your cousin, so you really don't have to worry about it. But I'm more surprised that she decided to have a wedding at a farmhouse. Isn't that, like, pretty rare?
Yep, a wedding in a barn. It's something that was pretty popular back in the day, apparently. But since it's a proper barn, being able to wear the proper wedding dress doesn't seem like something that they are going to be able to do. Hearing that, my mom was actually pretty disappointed, grumbling that she really wanted to see the bride in a proper wedding gown.
Do you think that is why she started saying all of those things when we were getting married? Like, I remember her talking about how she thought that weddings were just some societal norms put upon people. Or when she said, weddings aren't meant to be something that you have to spend exorbitant amounts of money on.
Now that you mention it, she did talk about that a lot. Sorry about that, Liz. I know it must have been quite a bit to handle during the time. But it's probably because she couldn't do it herself when she was younger that she said all those things.
I hope not. But you don't think that she is also being a little mean or saying things like that to your cousin, do you?
No, I don't think she's doing anything like that. I was talking to the husband a bit, and he said that she let out a, "That sounds lovely," or something to that effect when they were talking. Apparently, they are going to go to a studio to have pictures taken with an actual old-fashioned wedding gown.
Oh, Well, if that's the case, then I'm glad. But mentioning how your mom wasn't able to wear a dress when she was younger, I do feel a little bad for her. I mean, there are a lot of girls out there that have a lifelong dream of wearing a wedding dress to their own wedding. I think she never got to have the normal wedding that she always wanted when she got married.
So you're saying that maybe she was being a little jealous of you when we had our wedding? Which is why she started saying all those things to you.
Well, I mean, that is one possibility. Hey, I just got a fun idea. How about we hold a little wedding for your mom as a present?
What? Hold a wedding ceremony for my mom as a present? How old do you think my mom is? Nah, come on. I don't really want to see my mom dressed in a wedding gown at her age. I mean, I don't think even she would want to wear a dress at her age.
You really think so? I mean, women are all pretty much the same, no matter what age they get to. They want to be treated like a princess. I think that it would be a great idea. I even saw a story about it on the news. A 70-year-old lady went ahead and had a big wedding for her and her husband. She seemed so delighted about the whole affair. I think your mom would actually appreciate it.
Really? I never really would have thought that it would be something that you'd want to do when you get older. I'll just mention it casually next time I talk to her. I mean, who knows? She may want to try it. Her birthday is actually coming up soon, so this might actually be a good birthday present for her. But more than my mom, what I am actually concerned about is how my dad will take to the whole thing.
Now that I think about it, you're right. If anyone is going to be against or unhappy with the idea, I would think that it would be your dad. I mean, he's always been an old-fashioned guy. Not really someone who goes for something too sentimental like this. But he has always said that your mom is basically his treasure, so I can imagine that he'd actually be all for it as well. If it would make her happy, I can imagine that he'd look forward to seeing her in a wedding dress as well.
I mean, yeah, he has always been gushing over her, so it might actually not be a bad idea. Liz, thanks. It really means a lot to me. You being so considerate of my mom, I really do appreciate it.
Oh, Danny. Don't worry about it. I mean, she's your mom, so I want to be as nice as I can to her. She was good enough to give birth to my lovely husband, after all.
I feel the same way about your parents. I'll make sure to pay it back tenfold when I can. But just in case, when we get to my parents' place, I'll always be there for you. So if there's anything you need or anything comes up, let me know.
Thanks, Danny. But what about your friends from back home? Shouldn't you go ahead and meet with them as well? I mean, you haven't been back in town for a while now. Wouldn't it be good to hang out with them?
Lizzie, you're coming to my parents' home. I'm not going to just drop you off to be all alone and hang out with my friends. If I did that, what kind of husband would I be?
Thanks, Danny. I think I'm going to buy some things to bring over to your parents' house. I think they'd appreciate some souvenirs from our area. When you get back, could you make sure I didn't buy anything that they wouldn't like?
Sure, I'll check for you. Thanks again, Liz. If you're going to head out, please be careful. I don't want you getting hurt over some souvenirs. Elizabeth, are you awake? What's your condition like?
My temperature is still sitting at around 102. I'm so sorry, Susan. I wish I could have helped out more after the wedding and all that. I feel terrible that I've just been stuck in bed the whole time.
I mean, really, it was quite a bit of work. I would have appreciated more help from you. But at least May's wedding went off without a hitch. So that's at least one thing that I'm thankful for. But really, getting sick and falling over right after the ceremony. I mean, my Danny having such a frail wife makes even me sad.
I'm really sorry, Mom. I never wanted to make you disappointed like this.
Seriously. Why couldn't you just make sure to take care of yourself for a time like this? It's not every day that I get to see my son anymore. But you have to get all sick, causing everyone to worry about you, making this whole trip just kind of go all to naught. Oh, and please don't come out of the bedroom today. We don't want you to be spreading your cold to all the wedding guests coming over for the party.
Right. Sorry about this. I'll make sure to stay in the room and rest. Honestly, I'd really like for at least the temperature to go down before we leave tomorrow.
With how this is going, it's like you came all this way just to sleep. I was honestly hoping for you to help me clean up around the house for the party. But now I have to do it all myself. I guess that's what I get for planning on relying on some city girl. That's my fault, I guess. Never should have thought about relying on you.
I'm really sorry. I'll make sure to help out in whatever way I can the next time that I am able.
That's if there is a next time. Oh, and by the way, it seems that Danny is going to be heading out to meet his old friends. He said that he'll be back before you wake up.
Yeah, thank you. I already heard about it from him. It seems that he'll be back in time for dinner.
Really? Instead of marrying some frail little city girl, I knew that Danny should have married a girl from around here.
I'm sorry?
It must be because he's such a nice, handsome young man. He's always been quite popular among the girls around here. But even though he could have married a girl from around here, he had to go and move to the big city and get stolen away by some city girl. But who knows? He's still as handsome as ever. Maybe he'll be approached by some girl while he's back in town.
I mean, even if Danny attracts some attention, he's not one to be swayed because of a little attention. So I don't think I have anything to worry about.
Who knows? He might be a little more loose when he gets a little alcohol in his system. Not only that, but he hasn't seen his friends in a long time. After all that time, he might get a little extra rowdy.
I completely trust Danny. I have no reason to think that he'd betray me like that.
You say all that, but I know that you're just trying to act like you're some angel. Even though you've probably been fooling around behind his back.
I beg your pardon?
Out here, away from the city, there are tons of rumors about city girls like you. Especially about how girls from the city are all just vixens. I think that you've just caught good old Danny in your trap, and you're just trying to sink your claws further.
I've not caught Danny in my trap or anything like that. I truly see him as my prized husband. Nothing more, nothing less.
Is that true? I wonder. I mean, at May's wedding, you waved that pretty little face of yours at anyone who looked your way. It didn't matter who it was. You just kept on smiling, trying to be flirtatious to everyone at the venue. It's almost as if you were announcing to everyone that you were some call girl looking for new customers.
I mean, what you're saying is actually pretty uncalled for. I never tried to look like I was being flirtatious or anything like that. I was just trying to be nice.
Yeah. I see that you're still trying to act like you're some innocent, pure woman. However, I know that you're just going to go and tell Danny. Try and make me look like the bad guy. But just so you know, everyone thought that way. Everyone saw that you were being fake.
I'm sorry if that's how everyone took it. I was just trying to be nice to everyone. Especially since this was the first time that I was able to actually meet them.
Oh, Elizabeth. One more thing. We simply don't have enough beer to go around for everyone. Could you be a dear and go and buy some for everyone?
Beer? But yesterday, didn't we already get 5 cases for the party?
I'm saying that we need even more. 5 cases isn't going to be anywhere near enough for everyone. Could you hurry and go get it? I don't want to have a party with no beer.
You want me to go get it now? But I don't have a car. I'd have to go on foot all the way to the store. I mean, just a little bit ago, you were telling me to stay in the room and rest.
It's not like there are many people here yet. It's best if you just go ahead and get it now. You can sneak out the back and not be in any contact with anyone on your way out.
But the liquor store is like a 30-minute walk from here.
Come on, Elizabeth. You're young. You can walk that distance easily. No matter your condition. I mean, if you're healthy enough to be messaging me all day, then you're definitely healthy enough to go out for a small walk. A little fever isn't going to be stopping you, right? At least with this, you'll be useful to the party.
I mean, with how I'm feeling right now, I don't really think that I can actually walk that distance.
Come now, don't be such a princess. Hurry and go buy us some more beer. I can't let everyone be thirsty. If you don't want to walk around outside in your pajamas, I suggest you hurry up, change, and head to the store. If you're not out the door within 5 minutes, then I'll be knocking at your door. Elizabeth! Why aren't you back yet? How is it that you're so slow? It's just beer.
I'm sorry for making you wait.
I mean, honestly, what use are you if you can't even go and get beer? How far did you go? Did you go to the wrong store? You should have been back by now. Why is it taking so long? Hurry up, get back here and start handing out those beers to everyone. I mean, that's probably the only thing that you can even do anyway.
But I'm sick with a fever. Me handing out beers to everyone isn't really something that I can do. Just a little bit ago, you were talking about how I should be more concerned about not getting anyone else sick.
Don't talk back to me! I am your mother-in-law. It's your duty as a wife to be a good host to the guests at the house. If you can't do that, then you have no use. From now on, the only answer that should be coming out of you should be, yes, ma'am. None of this constant backtalk. Hey, what have you been doing to my wife, you old crone? What? Did you just call me an old crone? How dare you say those things to me? What nerve you have! Now you're just getting me angry. I'm going to start telling the whole family about what type of person you really are. Mom, it's Daniel. What? Daniel? But that's Elizabeth's phone. Why are you with her? I found Liz while my friend was driving me back. I found her carrying this huge bag of beer, walking back towards the house. She's sick, right? Why isn't she in bed sleeping? Seriously, what have you been making her do? Are you really, Danny? That's what I'm saying. Right now I'm riding in my friend's car heading to your house. If I knew that you were going to do something like this while I was gone, I never would have gone out in the first place. You tricked me. You said that you'd let Liz rest and try and get better. But I leave you for not even a few hours and you do this? I never should have believed you. Danny, there's a perfectly reasonable explanation for this. There's absolutely no way that there is a good reason for this. I've already seen your whole exchange with Liz. Seriously, what have you been going on about? You've been calling her a vixen. You've been saying that she's been tricking me. How rude can you be to my wife? At what point will it finally be enough for you? I thought that I was doing it for you, Danny. For me? You were saying all those horrible things for me? What about anything that you said would even be considered for my sake? The things that you've been saying to my wife are honestly things that I am embarrassed to even read. Seriously, I can't believe you. I feel like I did Liz's parents wrong, bringing her to stay with you, thinking that you treat her like family. Really don't make this more embarrassing than it already is. It's already hard to believe that you've been doing these things. But trying to say it was for me? But Danny, you've got this all wrong. I wasn't the one saying those things. I was only saying what everyone else was saying. Everyone? Who is this everyone? Name them. That way I can beat some sense into them. Danny, calm down. Don't be like that. Don't tell me to calm down. How can I? Finding out that my own mother has been doing these horrible things. Not just that, but Elizabeth is pregnant. What? Elizabeth is pregnant? I'm on my way back. You've got some explaining to do, Mom. I can't believe that my own mother did this. Elizabeth, again, I am truly sorry for my behavior the other day. Would you please find it in your heart to forgive me?
Hello, Susan. Honestly, I don't want an apology. As my husband had mentioned during our conversation, I am going to refrain from meeting or interacting with you from now on. So, since we're not going to meet anymore, I have no reasons to require an apology. So don't worry about trying to ask for forgiveness.
Please don't say that. I have truly thought about the horrible things that I had done, and have learned from my actions. Please, I was busy then, and everything that was going on had put a lot of stress on me. I said things that I didn't really mean. It's not truly how I feel, nor how I truly am. I promise.
Me and my husband don't think that way. Even though I had a high fever, you forced me to go outside just to buy you beer. There is nothing that you can say that could possibly make that right.
I'm really sorry for forcing you to leave the house.
I'll never do anything like that again, so please forgive me. That's the exact reason that I had to cut ties with you. Because I never want anything like that to happen to me again. My husband, as well as many of the other family members, have been very angry at me because I made you cut ties. It's to the point that my own husband has been refusing to talk to me. Please, would you find it in your heart to forgive me? I can't continue to live like this, being hated by my own family. People will be constantly pointing fingers at me, saying that I'm the reason that the family is falling apart. Yeah, I guess people would be saying things like that. I mean, there wasn't anyone in the whole family that was saying anything about me trying to rest off my cold. Yet you constantly said that everyone was looking at me like I'm some vixen or some selfish city girl. The truth was that you were lying to me the whole time, trying to make me feel bad for not being able to participate in the reception. Of course people are going to be pointing fingers at you. You deserve it. But Danny is my only son. He's my only son, my only child. But now I'll never be able to meet him again. It makes no sense. The child that I raised from birth, I'll never be able to see him again. Please, don't make me go through that. This is all because of your own actions. If you never did any of the things that you did, then none of this would have happened. I'm truly sorry for the things that I have done. Please forgive me. My husband says that he wants to say something to you, so I'll be changing over to him. Danny wants to talk?
Mom, just stop. Stop trying to talk to Liz. We already settled this last time.
But you're not taking any of my calls. You're not even responding to any of my texts.
It's only because of the things that you did to Liz. Stop making things worse than they already are. You're just embarrassing yourself.
Danny, I swear, from now on I'll take good care of Elizabeth. I'll treat her like my daughter, like I always should have. I won't say anything rude to her. I won't do anything mean to her. Not ever again. So please, don't say that you'll never meet with me again. Please, I want to meet with my son. I want to look forward to seeing my future grandchild. So please don't do this to me.
You're too late, Mom.
Please, just give me one more chance.
You've done something that you can't take back, and it's something that I can never forgive you for. I never want to put my wife in harm's way again. I am never going to let her be near someone who did something so cruel to her. What's worse is that she was properly thinking about you. Thinking about how to make you happy.
She was thinking about me? What do you mean?
When we got married, you started making all these snide comments about our marriage, right? Liz wasn't angry. She thought that you were only saying those things because you didn't get to have the wedding that you originally wanted. She even went and said that she wanted you to have the opportunity to wear a wedding dress. She got a plan started and everything. Even though she was doing something so nice for you, you've been stepping all over her like she's some doormat.
She thought about me like that?
She said that she wanted to be as nice and thoughtful to both you and Dad since you're my parents. Even though she said all that, your actions were just inexcusable. No matter what you do, no matter what you say, it's just too late.
I thought that she was stealing you away from me. Please, let me apologize to Elizabeth. I had no idea that she was pregnant.
No matter how many times you apologize, the result isn't going to change. Even if she somehow forgives you, there is no way that I will. Also, even if she wasn't pregnant, that doesn't make anything that you did any better.
I'm truly sorry. I know that what I did was terrible, and I really want to repent for what I did.
Susan, this is Elizabeth. My husband showed me the conversation that you had with him.
Elizabeth! Please, everything that I thought about you was completely off base. I'm sorry I did horrible things to you, and I truly feel remorseful for what I had done.
Just like my husband, my feelings are not going to change. If you're going to be remorseful about what you have done, do it on your own.
I'll never do anything like what I did ever again. I promise. I swear it. So please, at least come by for Christmas. That's all I ask.
No, I can't do that. I know that we weren't right for not telling you that we were having a baby. But that doesn't excuse any of the things that you said or did. There is no way that I would want to be around, let alone be family with someone who would be so cruel to a sick person.
I want to meet my future grandchild. Please forgive me. I'm truly sorry.
Please, Elizabeth, you've always been so kind to me. You understand how sorry I feel, right? Please don't abandon me like this. Susan, I'm sorry, but I'm not a particularly nice person. If someone does something cruel to me, I will turn to despise them. Also, I'm nowhere near nice enough to forgive the things that you've done. Just like how you can't trust city girls, I can't trust you. Which is why I'm going to cut any and all relation with you. After that conversation, I had blocked my mother-in-law's phone number. Then promptly cut all relations with my husband's family. Though I do feel bad for my father-in-law, especially considering that he didn't do anything specifically to receive such treatment. Since they are living in the sticks, I have little doubt that they have some old-fashioned customs which brought my mother to think the way that she does. Which, honestly, only makes me more amazed at the thoughtfulness and sweetness that my husband has shown me. Though I don't forgive her for what she has done, I don't doubt the possibility that it wasn't completely her fault. I hear that many of the family members have started to become cold with her, slowly breaking contact. However, since I believe that her actions are what caused all of this to happen, I don't feel very sympathetic. If anything, I would rather everything worked out for the best for her. I don't know how she is going to proceed, nor how things will turn out in the future. But from this point on, that is no longer any of my concern. The only thing that I'll be looking towards is being happy with my husband. Though I was forced to go through so much while being sick, I am happy to report that the baby is doing perfectly fine. In fact, he's recently been kicking, basically telling me how lively he actually is. I feel that I am truly blessed to have such a great husband. I hope that we will live forever happy, raising our precious child in the years to come. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.